Hey, this is Palmonia Gordon. Welcome to this episode of The Shift. First, I want to say thank you for some of the viewers that have sent in their comment and given me their feedback. It just feels phenomenal to know that Shift is having an impact. I had a message from Jay. She said, "Good morning, Palmonia. Happy Friday. Thanks for sharing your video transition. If you haven't yet watched that video, you can go and check it out." She said, "It moved me like nothing had in a long time. Connecting with my truth was hard but very real. Have an amazing day." And I had from Sharice yesterday, she goes, "When you did the affirmation of who you are and that you have nothing to hide, it really connected with me." So that tells me that Shift is working, which is the whole premise behind Shift. Shift stands for simply helping individuals to find their true talent, their true passion, their true purpose. And we do it through sharing our stories, our truth, our talents, just by being together and being able to connect. And Shift is just like the hand on the clock. The minute hand, the hour hand, and the second hand. The second hand has to move 60 tiny moves before the minute hand can do one small move. And then the minute hand has to do that move 60 times before the hour can do one small move. An hour is a long time, but it's this little small moves that happen over time that makes it possible. So with this episode, I wanted to talk to us about Omen. Omen is another word for sign. I got notes here. Hang on. Got it. Omen. Omen. Hashtag the acronym lady. I take words, I break it down into an acronym because it makes sense for me. It makes it easier for me to understand. And it gives it to me in bite-sized pieces, which a lot of what we do at Shift is about taking those bite-sized pieces. And an omen is an obvious message to encourage your navigation. A message that lets you know, oh my God, you're on the right path. This is your truth. This is confirmation of your dream, of your goal, of your destiny. So on this episode of Shift, I want us to pay attention to omens, to signs of the things that we have around us that's happening. Maybe even this program coming to you to say shift. And you know, shift is just moving a little bit. I had a gentleman call me on Sunday and we were talking about the program. And I said to him, think of it as you're standing and you see a bullet that's coming toward you. It's going to hit you dead center in your chest. And if you just shift a little bit to the right or a little bit to the left, it may hit you, but the damage that it will do will not be as life-threatening as if it's going to hit you dead center in your chest. And that's what I am hoping to create here with the Shift, is just to encourage us to move slightly. Something that we may have ignored, to now let it pay attention, let it catch our attention. And that's what Omen is about. What are the signs that we have happening around us? I was reading this book called The Alchemist. I absolutely love this book. Phenomenal. It's about living your personal legacy. What it is that you really want. People who know me know that I'm big on blueprint, because your blueprint is what you were designed and destined to be. And this is something along the same path, but they call it your personal legacy. And in it, he says, God has given us the path, the plan to follow that can get us wherever we want to go. We just have to pay attention to the signs. Pay attention to the omen. And it goes through and it's sharing some things that were considered to be omen, like butterfly. And anybody who knows me, if I see you and you have a butterfly, I'm your best friend. I just fell in love with you because butterfly is my thing. But I had no idea that those are omen that have been given to me along the way over the years to encourage me, because I can be in the worst mood and I see a butterfly and it makes me smile. I met with this lady recently, and her omen were dragonflies. So what are the omens that you have? What are the obvious signs that you see it and you may be ignoring it? There's butterfly, there's cricket, there's lizard. I didn't even know that lizard was a sign of a good omen. But, you know, if you've not read The Alchemist, I strongly recommend you take a look at it. Do I have signs that are coming to me repeatedly that I'm ignoring, not by choice? Do I have sign that's coming to me that is saying, shift, move just a little bit? Because if you move a little bit today and I move a little bit tomorrow, guess what? If I keep moving a little bit every day, eventually I will find myself in a new space. I will find myself in a new area. I would have grown. So I'm going to encourage you on this episode to get pen and paper. What are the dreams? Some of your omens may be dreams. You may be having a recurring dream. That's how this guy in the book started out. He was having this recurring dream, and every time they were supposed to reveal to him, he woke up from the dream. Which dream is another episode for me to do, because I'm big on dreams. But pay attention to the obvious message which are meant to encourage you on your navigation as you navigate through life. Because it just may give you the boost that you need that says, okay. And it puts you in a space that even when there is something perceived to be negative happening around you, and I say perceived because I believe that everything, no matter if it's good or bad, it's ultimately designed to get you where you need to be. If you don't know what hot is, you can't know the meaning of cold. So is it bad to have something hot? No. That's only so you can experience it, so you know what cold is. So that's the concept why I say perceive bad. My mother always says, out of evil comes good. She says it doesn't matter how bad a situation may appear to be, there is always some good in it. But it's putting yourself in that space where you choose to see the good or to look for the good. Because if we're looking for evil, that's all we're going to find. If you're looking for good, that's what you're going to find. So which would you rather have? Good or evil? I don't know about you, but I'd rather take the good. I'd rather take the good every day. Not just once in a while, all the time. So pay attention to the signs. Look at your life. What has been nudging you? What has been saying to you, do this, do that, and you've ignored it. You have ignored it, and you have ignored it, and you've ignored it. It hasn't gone away. It's still there. It's just becoming quiet because there's so much other chatter happening around, so many other things that's occupying your thought, your mind, your space. I'm going to encourage you to shift just a little bit. Okay. Even as I'm talking to you, I'm watching the butterfly flying outside. So even that to me is a sign. I was outside the other day and I told my girlfriend I had a butterfly, like it's flying on me, on my foot. And by the time I go, it flew away, like it went down to the ground and then it flew off quickly. And as I'm going inside the door, I noticed it came back. And it came back with one of those monarch butterfly, like this huge one. But I was just in the process of closing the door. And I'm like, oh, wow. So find your omen. Find your obvious sign that is navigating you to say, keep going, keep shifting. I know I can, I know I can, I know I can. You're just getting closer with each shift. I want you to remember that. get up every day and say, each shift gets me closer to where I need to be. I'm Palmonia. I love you. Remember, leave your comments below. I know I've been getting, but leave your comments right on the video. Go to my website, palmoniagordon.com. Get the free download. Connect with me. Let's talk. Let's shift. And let's get each other to where we need to be. I love you. Bye.